All right, let's see.
Round two. Fight. Round one.
All right, so round start, I normally just look for what the opponent does, and you did a slide right away. So I'm gonna remember. I'm gonna take a mental note of that, and this is also foreshadowing. But anyways, we'll watch. So the pressure is good. That's actually the first time I did the EX slide out. I didn't want to do it often because it can be grabbed. So I was doing it like once every maybe 7 games, which I probably should use a little bit more, but you still did get some pressure on it. Good shimmy. So right there, I got you because you walked forward, right? You were just trying to take too much of an advantage. I don't really think there's anything. I mean, it's just a guess though, right? Am I gonna press or not? You know. So now I have, you know, I had some pressure. I guess wrong though. We're playing neutral now. So let me point something else out too, right? So this is one of your really bad habits. Let me see it, right? So a lot of times you'll do, so right here, you do an elbow drop, right? Totally not in range. So there's really no point for it because even if you did a forward jump right there, it's not gonna reach me anyways. I can't do anything about it. But you don't want to spend time in the air that you don't have to. And as a character like Aki, you can maybe bait out her anti-air, but her anti-air sucks so bad anyways that people generally don't do the core circle forward heavy unless they're very sure that it's gonna hit. So what they do is a normal, and those are fast enough to where even if it trades, I don't have to guess your jump unless it's gonna cross up, then it will whiff. So you do this shoulder drop, right? And then right after, you do a slide. I mean, you do a sweep. And you do this constantly. And if I was better, like I can see it, but I don't know Aki that well at the moment. But you do this all the time where it's just something you need to break. It's a bad habit. It's like a kind of a mutation of like a bad habit that lower level players make that you could see where they'll do like for instance, like Ryu, right? He might do like a sweep and then he'll immediately do a DI, right? That's kind of like your version of like you do something and then you try and cover your tracks right away. But there's actually another layer to this too. That if you do something like say you do elbow drop and then you don't do it and you did it out of range, right? The person might think, hey, wait, I have an opening. I can react. So that's normally where your sweep would hit. However, if you don't commit to the sweep, you can kind of analyze that situation and maybe get something else. They might try an approach and you can get a hit confirm because sweep is so risky. If they block it, depending on how close or far away, I think I always get a punish, right? So it's risky, right? I know it's your longest range button, and if you're doing it as a like a visible whiff punish, then it's a good option, right? But if you're doing it guessing, it's just super risky, and you want to take all the guesswork out of your gameplay so that everything you do has a purpose, right? I mean, there's a purpose, but it's just risky, and you want to mitigate risk as much as possible. So that's one of the things. Also, like that situation didn't really afford you anything. There was not really much of a point. Like obviously I could have ran into it and got hit, right? But because of the range that you did it at, there was not really much of a point to pick that option. So maybe being more deliberate with the choices you make can help too. Anyways. I know the end of this replay has something that I want to show. I don't remember. I watched this once before. So there's another sweep. I didn't punish it. I did try though. I did go because I would have got a big punish off the stand heavy kick, but now you were asking about like you don't really recognize when you have mental stacks. So like this jump I just did. So here I'll wait for it again. Right. So right here, I see the drive rush and I'm afraid. Right? I don't want to try and counter hit it because I might get counter hit myself, and then, you know, next thing I know, like even if I had more health, right now I might be in the corner, I might lose the round just because. So instinctually, I want to get out of the way, right? But jumping against a DI is really risky, not to mention when your input gets eaten. But you have a good way of adjusting to this by doing drive rush, crouch hard punch, right? And if I'm not mistaken, crouch hard punch is kind of like a double whammy in the fact that if they jump, you hit them and you get a combo, and if they don't jump, you get plus frames. I'm pretty sure it's plus. I mean, if it's not plus, then that's good for me. But either way, the mental damage you did, it's very apparent in this situation. I didn't want to block, so I jumped, right? And if you knew that, you could have taken a hold of that and not done crouch medium kick. Although, yeah, no, you couldn't have recovered. I was thinking maybe you could anti-air there. But then again, that's a hard read, right? But, you know, the more awareness you have, the more you'll see stuff. Again, another sweep. You've got to stop doing sweep. It's really... And then, so this is kind of where I feel like I can take the round. I'm getting confident now because you did a few risky things in a row. Right here, you did sweep. And then right after that, you did a slide, right? Part of this is, like, you know why I did that 2-hit target combo. It's like -15. You can actually punish that with a full combo. I'm not sure. And you could say maybe this is your way of trying to punish it. It could be. But for me, my mentality in this match is like, okay, he's playing a little bit more risky, so I have a chance now to take this round back, even though I have a big life deficit. So I get a punish, you know. A small punish. I'm sure I can get more too. Another slide. So I can tell that even though I'm down, you're doing a lot of these risky options. Even though you have a life lead, you don't really need to be taking these risks. I know you want to like enforce your pressure, but instead, if you just kind of made your way closer, just by walking even, it might cause me to feel the pressure of the corner, because the closer you are to me when I'm in the corner, the more pressure I feel to get out, right? If you're full screen, I know you might slide or you might teleport, but I can't get hit by a button and I can't get pressured from here, so I'm safe, right? But the closer your character is to me, the more just hidden mental stack is going on. So when you commit to like a slide or something, you're kind of throwing away that opportunity that you just created for yourself. You know, right here, you don't need to take that risk, even though it hit me. And then for me, the reason I supered is not just because I'm trying to be random. It's because, well, now Kim is right up on me and I'm in the corner and I'm one hit to death. I have to do something because I'm gonna lose, you know. So it's more like, yeah, it looks random on the surface, but in the point is that I was panicking, you know. It's like I need an option, right? So that's why I supered. And if you recognize that situation, you might have been able to bait it a little bit easier. So then what happens next? I just get the lucky hit, right? There's nothing skill about that. I just did drive rush and I had to guess, you know, high or low. I got lucky on the hit. Next round, start with a drive rush, which is fine. Some rounds you should start with drive rush. You know, sometimes it's easier to call out. Combo drop's unfortunate because you had good pressure there. So now I have a little bit of momentum. I did the wrong combo. Now we're kind of playing neutral again for a little bit. Like when I'm playing neutral right here, I'm hoping you do something risky because I don't really know how to play Aki's neutral very well. So I'm just looking for anything I can just punish, right? So but you did a good jump, right? That was like super well-timed jump. I got owned for it. Now you have the corner pressuring me, and it's good. I didn't react to the DI, and I got level 3. Skip over it. So all right, so you got a little greedy there. And here's what I want to show you, right? So right in this situation, now let me go back a little bit. So post super, right? If you kind of like think about all the options I have from this range right here. So post super, I can jump out maybe, but if I jump at that range, I'm dead, right? You can kill me. I could try and drive rush, but that's, you know, you could read that. You could, you know, I could try and do my EX slide, but you can react and grab it. I have no option right here. Level 1 won't reach. Level 2 is not invincible. And level 2 would be such a weird option. But these are all my technical options, right? The things I could kind of cycle through. Instead, all I'd want to do is, you know, kind of try and see if I can get out, right? So by just doing DI right away, it's just too greedy on your part. If you just kind of wait, you know that all I can really do is walk forward and counter poke or jump out or maybe DI on my own. But you can react to all that stuff. So you shouldn't, you know, but once you did that DI, you threw away the opportunity to hold the corner. And if you did just wait and just kind of look for maybe a counter poke stand medium kick or wait for me to jump and anti-air me, right? it's your round. Like, this is your round to win right here. I have my drive meter is gone basically. So even like DI is just the last thing you should be thinking about. Even though it would win you the round technically, doing damage like that, just holding the position is way stronger. And now watch what I do, right? So now I have the corner against you. It's the situation flipped, and instead of going on the offense, I'm like, all right, I have the corner now. Let me hold it, right? Let me just take it, right? I do a DI. That's risky, right? But I'm not talking about that part. It's the post combo right here when I have you in the same situation. So forget what I just said. It's this part which matters. It's because now I'm in the exact same position you were just in when you did the super and you did the DI follow up, right? So I go for a throw, and then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna back off, right? I'm gonna hold this position. I'm gonna wait for an opportunity, and there was my opportunity, right? So, not committing to just like your offense will give you the opportunity, right? That's basically replay 1. You know, there is a little bit to digest in there, but I don't know if I'll do. I don't know. I'll pick the next one.